What if the sun didn't rise tomorrow? What if oceans froze? Storms covered continents, and the world turned to ice in a matter of weeks. It sounds like fiction, but science says it's not impossible. And the scariest part, it's happened before. Once during a time long forgotten, the planet experienced drastic changes, leaving behind only echoes of what once was. In the span of mere weeks, forests turned to tundras and vibrant ecosystems faded into silent glaciers. It starts with space. A disturbance. A shift in orbit. A rogue planet. A weakening sun. Or something we never saw coming. Earth tilts slightly off axis. Solar energy begins to weaken. Night becomes longer. Days get colder. Climates destabilize. Visuals, Earth slowly going dark, solar flares hitting satellites, auroras intensifying. Science tie-in solar minimums, planetary alignment effects, magnetic pole reversals. Space weather and climate interaction. The cosmic trigger sets into motion reactions that challenge humanity's understanding of climate and space. As the events unfold, the consequences ripple through ecosystems, altering life on Earth forever. Within weeks, winter storms become permanent as snow doesn't melt anymore. Cities are buried and crops fail, leading humanity into panic. Arctic air masses sweep across continents, causing oceans to freeze at alarming rates and pushing various ecosystems to the brink of collapse. As entire ecosystems collapse, the global food crisis begins to take hold, leaving communities scrambling to secure their next meal. Scientific references emerge detailing events like the Younger Dryas period and the Maunder Minimum, which hint at the catastrophic changes unfolding. Models predict that a collapse of ocean currents like the AMOC and catastrophic events such as supervolcanoes or asteroid impacts could trigger scenarios resembling a nuclear winter. As temperatures plummet and resources dwindle, families struggle to survive in urban environments turned into desolate landscapes, illustrating the harsh reality of a frozen Earth. The world transforms dramatically into a frozen wasteland where rivers freeze solid and innocence fades as children stare out into a bleak future filled with uncertainty. The Great Collapse has arrived without heat. Life itself fades, and civilization crumbles away. Governments fall one by one, leading to chaos as masses migrate toward the equator in search of warmth. Black markets emerge, trading heat and calories in desperation, while once thriving cities become icy tombs, their streets silent under a thick blanket of snow. Survivors navigate through this frozen wasteland, their footsteps echoing against the eerie silence of abandoned streets. In hidden corners, makeshift markets sprout up, fueled by desperation, where people barter for warmth and sustenance. Each transaction a glimmer of hope amidst overwhelming despair. In the midst of this harsh reality, a young child clings to a faded toy, her eyes reflecting the loss of innocence in a world turned frigid. Yet even in despair, families gather together, finding warmth, not just from the fire pit but in each other's presence, sharing stories and laughter to stave off the relentless cold. In a world transformed by an unyielding chill, only those with access to deep warmth survive. Geothermal caves, underground bunkers, and remote islands become havens. Societies revert to primitive survival as fires and geothermal vents take on sacred significance, giving rise to a new mythology known as the Great Cold. As the bitter cold reigns, small isolated tribes begin to document their new histories, echoing ancient lessons learned during the Ice Ages. Reminiscent of the Inuit Sami and early Eurasian survival strategies, these narratives weave together resilience, adaptation, and the enduring spirit of humanity. With resourcefulness at the forefront, individuals innovate daily, crafting tools and sharing knowledge passed down through generations, each story a thread in the fabric of their community as they strive to overcome the relentless challenges posed by the Great Cold. As the sun sets on another unforgiving day, rituals become a crucial part of life. Honoring the geothermal spirits through offerings at sacred altars, tribes forge a bond not just with each other, but with the very earth that sustains them amidst the endless struggle for survival. In our quest to conquer nature, we forgot how fragile Earth really is. Simulations reveal Earth's dependency on solar cycles, highlighting how these natural rhythms can influence life on our planet. Past extinction-level events are intricately tied to shifts in space or orbit, reminding us of the delicate balance required for survival. The role of Earth's magnetic field is crucial, acting as a shield against the potential dangers of solar flares and cosmic events. The theories surrounding solar flares and cosmic events like crossing into interstellar dust clouds reveal how vulnerable our planet truly is. The concept of a Dyson sphere blocking solar energy sparks debates about humanity's influence on planetary survival in the face of cosmic challenges. As we study these cosmic phenomena, it becomes clear that our actions can either protect or jeopardize the delicate balance of life on Earth. A growing awareness and desire for change unites individuals across the globe, urging us to safeguard the planet for future generations. The consequences of neglecting our planet are ever present, pushing scientists and activists alike to seek sustainable solutions. The real question is, are we already at the tipping point? The Gulf Stream is weakening. Arctic temperatures are wildly unstable, and jet stream behavior is erratic. Record-breaking snowstorms appear even in the face of global warming. It won't happen overnight. But when it does, we won't see it coming. As scientists gather alarming data on climate change, their findings reveal the urgency of the situation. Communities across the nation come together sharing their fears about the future and discussing what actions can be taken. The consequences of inaction become evident as coastlines erode under the relentless force of rising sea levels. Meanwhile, wildfires rage across forests, reminding us of nature's fierce response to our neglect. Voices rise in unison as activists demand action, their passion igniting hope for a future where change is possible. We witness the stark reality as glaciers melt, revealing the urgent truth of our planet's condition. Cities struggle under the weight of pollution, with residents adapting to a new norm of massed living. Yet amidst the challenges, a hopeful scene unfolds as children come together to plant trees, symbolizing the promise of a healthier planet. The next ice age might not be 1,000 years away. It might already be here. Will you survive the first frost? The sun gave us life, but what happens when it stops? As temperatures plummet and food becomes scarce, a community of survivors must band together, facing the reality of a world turned hostile. In a fight for survival, every moment counts. With each passing day, the cold seeps deeper into their bones as hope begins to fade. Yet a spark of determination ignites within them, compelling them to push forward against the unforgiving elements.